You're unmuted.
What? Oh, cool.
That's the whole thing.
Sweet.
We put it to enter, so you're unmuted.
Oh, it's because I hit enter. Is it this enter?
Any.
Oh, I thought it would be like the side enter. Oh, what about this one? What if I put it to this like weird thing? Okay, let's try. I'm trying to make an icon or a key thing here. Hey yo, what's up, Graham? Howdy, howdy. I was setting up a hotkey because I have my Tiffany and sitting right here. Probably can clearly hear her in the background right now. She is super excited, but she is she's the one that we have that's we thought she had like a lot of, you know, she was on the autism spectrum, which I think she's closer towards Angel Man syndrome. So we're planning to get that like checked and fixed, but she is nonverbal. So it's funny how much she is the type of kid that, one, you cannot give a sleeping pattern. So if you ever looked up Angel Man syndrome, they have a terrible time ever having a consistent sleep period. She'll never sleep for longer than like 4 or 5 hours, if that. You know, and it's like, oh, sometimes you might have her like occasionally, like once in a blue moon, she'll sleep. Or like, oh my God, is she alive? Just because like, oh my God, she slept for like 7 hours. What is this, right? But it doesn't happen often. And so that's why we are so consistent of being inconsistent with our time frames, just because of my little munchkin. She's 14 now. And so she is a very excited kid and loves to talk. Or make sounds, for example. She can talk a little tiny bit, but it's never like if you ask her if she's feeling okay or if everything's all right. You know, it's usually not, she can't tell you if she's like hurting, you know, if that makes sense. Like if she has a bellyache or something like that. But our other two kiddos are just fine. They're super communicative and no issues. Oh, it's... yes, it is very difficult. She's made us strong people. I will have to admit that. She's made us strong people. She's made us... what's the word? Patient. Patient, very patient.
We have grit in life.
Yeah, as Chris says, grit. Yeah. Oh, can I go now? Yeah, I know. I'm just doing my other bar that's over here. I'm finding it. It's on my right little monitor here, so I'm just gonna get the latest. Updated files. But yes, it's super difficult, but you know, I feel like she's also made us see a lot of things that we normally never would have saw without her being in our lives. So I have to look at it as growth and resilience. Yeah, I would agree with Christen saying that word. It's a road. It's a road. It's a long one, but I think it's good. I'm really happy that we have come in contact with that difficulty. I think that's really important because it made us think about like a lot of factors for special needs in games too. And there is a lot of problems with people not being there for those that have special needs. And so being tool builders now and everything what we've become for the past 10 years, I think has really helped us try to be there for maybe those people. And so that's something we always think about when we're making anything. All right, let's see. I am going to start up the project. You didn't package, right? You just gave me okay, that's what I'm just making sure. We actually didn't get fully our grass in yet or anything. But we did pick up something we really like from a really great person with Unreal Engine. So we're going to check that out and see how it goes. So far it's working, but yeah, we kind of have to put it in at some point. So probably will be working on that for a couple days. I don't know. We'll see how long it takes me to get it in. But I do want to work on like the foundation of the world first. So before I do any of that, I'm definitely going to work on whoa. You might want to put that in your headphones. Oh, Tiffany Doodla. All right, this is taking a minute to compile. OMG. Oh, goodness. It's taking a bit. I don't know if my cursor is actually showing right now. Can you see it? It doesn't look like you can. Oh, here we go. Can't see the cursor? Okay, I'm gonna figure out where I go to make that visible. It's gotta be like somewhere in the setup, right? Yeah, let me look through those now. Woohoo! Got it. Yay! Cool. I was like, what? Like, where the heck's my cursor? Yeah, that's better. I love being able to see that. I hate when you can't. It's annoying. I really like the tree vibe. See, Chris? Like, this is the tree I was talking about.
And you can't show them and you can zoom.
Oh.
Look to your right.
Hold on.
You want, just hit play.
Okay.
You see them what? Like this, this is a marketplace plugin. Just hit Archer. You can walk through stuff. This is a plugin. What? Oh, I know why.
Oh.
I forgot.
Yeah, we just loaded it. That's what I was waiting for. Project settings.
That's tricky. Oh, maybe. Alright, I'll deal with that later.
Do what?
I don't know
That's
why
fine.
it's not working for you.
It's not working for me. Working burn. See? What? Oh my god. What's happening? What? I hate when my headset like drags because it like makes this like crazy mic rubbing up sound. It's very annoying. It's like scratch, scratch, scratch. Okay, I was doing stuff before. Yeah, I'm liking my vibes at the moment. But we're trying to make sure that we set up the grass area, but I still have to work on like the base of the world. And then I'm gonna be putting in that that grass. So I'm gonna probably do like my trails for now. And then get into that. That's my guess of what I want to do. Let's see. I like that flat area. I might consist this upon here maybe, but might do a little bit of like right here, perhaps. I still think I might put some back in here too. Some rocky rocks while he's dealing with that. Do you want to stream with it or no?
I want to.
Okay. Just asking. I know your concentration. Just checking. Yes, I'm checking out. All right, I think that's a nice curve, so I'll put that on the edgy here. And then I'm gonna flatten this area a little bit more. All right, let's see. 200 flats, flatten. I'm gonna flatten up here too. Yeah. Right. So what have you been up to today? I was planning to come by earlier, but I had so much that I was doing, and I then slept in so much today. I was very tired. So I slept in and from being like basically up so late. I slept in, and then I needed to go get some stuff done, like go to the grocery store for an example, and other little things like I had to go walk my dog. That's another reason why I was late. Let's go walk my sugar, my shuggy shugs. My dog's name is Sugar. He is a goofball. He is a golden doodle. I'm not sure if you know what those are, but they are like a golden retriever poodle. He is predominantly golden retriever. I will have to admit, he actually rescued him from a family that wasn't so nice. Well, not a family, I guess these, I don't know, these ladies and their mean sons or something. But he was not loving where he was living. When we got him, he had like a couple like bruises, or like actual like they look like not bruises, but like I don't know, like they were like scars or something, like where he actually had like wounds or something, and then they were like dried up. So I don't know where he got those, but he was very happy to leave. So that to me kind of says maybe he didn't love where he was at. That's my guess. All right. Just kind of blending some of this out. And I think this might be good for... What, Chris? Thinking, huh? Is that your thinking sounds? Okay, you're thinkering. Cool. Coolio, Chris. Coolio. I want to kind of like bring this closer. Oh, thanks, Jade. Thanks, Jade. The lights? Oh, thanks. It's always good to have my phone with me. I did not know where that was. I'm gonna change this here. And I'll probably put like this along the edge for now. I just want to get that out of the way and then put something else there. I'm gonna try to like lower this mic down just to like see if it's too loud. If I'm like too close to my mic, I don't know. Let me know if I'm too loud. Okay. Let's see. I think maybe. Oh, that sounds good. What rock do I want? That's a cute little Twitch icon. That's so cute, Jadarn. What is that? I have to make some icons for that. I obviously draw, so I'm thinking about doing some pixel for it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do some pixel for it. What is that?
Oh, it's a
It's like a icon, right?
Oh, what?
What's this? It's like an icon.
Oh, it's just a present that I sent you 30 bits.
Oh, how do you open it?
I don't know. It was just an emoji. It's not like a.
Oh. It doesn't. Oh, it does say that. It didn't say any notifications for me. I didn't hear anything.
It was just a little like emoji, and I just clicked the holiday present emoji thing.
Oh, I've never seen those before.
Yeah, there's a lot of new ones. They even have like arcade ones and stuff.
That's cute. Why did I not hear it that? Like,
It just asked me to change. And also, like when I used 30 bits, it asked me to like gigantify the text with 30 bits. So maybe I don't know if I accidentally submitted on just the GR thing.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm not used to the bit stuff on.
I'm not used to any of those things, but it didn't send me a notification. Usually it goes ding ding or something.
Yeah,
and I didn't hear anything.
Like it didn't show the like go on screen thing either.
Yeah, it didn't show anything. I didn't hear anything either. So I looked over and I was like, what is that? You know?
Yeah.
I need a different rock for this spot. It's not suiting. Maybe like, no, see, it's too small. Too small of a rock. My rocks must feel nice. Hey Graham, have you seen the show Ted Lasso at all? It's on, I think, Apple TV, perhaps. I think it's just on Apple TV. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's on Apple TV. I am absolutely obsessed with that show. It is so good. Like, I am well aware that I am a football/soccer fan, but it is a very good made show. Like, I feel like it was done so well. It's unbelievable. Not loving this here. What am I trying to go for? Let's see. Okay. Rockety rocks. What was the last rock space I did? I feel like I was doing a rock space back in the day. Placing them in Castle Day along the ocean. That's what I remember. It was like an island of some sort. This is what I remember. I could be wrong. But it's not what I meant to grab. Come on. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna put this one along here. Let's see how that looks along this way. Gives it a little edging. It's not too bad. And let's see if I can take bits and pieces of this here and make it feel just as uniformed. It's not gonna feel perfectly symmetrical. Let's see. All right, let's grab my landscape tool for a moment. Okay.
Alright.
Is it working, Chris? Is your stuff working?
Yeah, basically. I guess it's like sort of.
Do I need to like update?
Not just.
Yeah. Just let me know when I need to. Just let me know if you want to start to do a share stream or not.
Yeah.
Just tap me on the shoulder. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna connect these. I think that'll be a fun one. Whoops. Yeah, let's connect this section here. I want to connect this section, so I'm gonna go into landscape here. Oh, whoops. All right. Yeah, I think that'll be nice to like connect those. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can get some of this landscape finished. And then I can actually start placing down grass that I'm interested in. I want the landscape itself to be finished before I start doing too much of that, at least in its sections, that I'm like making sure are more secured spots. And then I think it'll look really nice because of that. See all those fans. Boink. I like my boulders. They're looking good. My boulders are looking snappy. All right. Yeah, Ted Lasso has me, that whole show has me in my British mood. I think if I wanted to be anywhere from Britain for just their accent alone, it'd be like Manchester. I love how they say some words. It is just incredible. And they make me smile. How they can say the word poop and make it sound cute. That's, I mean, that makes you smile. I mean, like, I never thought the word poop could sound so funny. It was poop. Poop. Like, that is awesome. Oh, you're back in your crochet corner? What are you crocheting? Uh-oh, I hear a dog. He's got something. Make sure he's not eating something plastic, perhaps, maybe. Anything he shouldn't have. Did you put, this here too? I know, he's naughty doggy.
Arms and wrists just lay on the couch on your phone.
I know, right? She is.
Just think if you want to get buff arms, just lay.
Oh, wait, don't get the wing bracelets. And then
Now let's start with no. See how long you can do that. No,
I
no.
don't see Eris in here. Oh, you
Already
already
did it.
made her. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Okay. My melody, it's this one right here. JAEDARYNN. Jadarden. Jadarn. Yeah, Aries, Eris there. I love how this one actor, I think they're from Manchester. They're like doing a Manchester, or at least they're doing a Manchester accent. And the accent, how they say poopy is so incredible. It's like you never thought the word poopy could sound so good. He calls it poop because it sounds smell like poop. Poop. That is freaking cute. Poop. I never thought like that word would sound good. I thought it would be like always kind of like yeah, ew. Nope. Nope, they made it work. Nope, they made it work. I don't know how they did it, but they did. So I think if I would be anywhere in Britain, it would be Manchester. That's the accent I'd want. If I could pick one, that's the one I'd want. You'll have to watch that with me sometime.
Okay.
Are you? Good for you. Good for you, Christopher. Okay. I will join your club, Chris. I think it's in here. Clickety click click. Okay. There we go. You can hear me, right? And then where can we like share our chat? Oh. Alright, it says that it's shared now. That's what it says. At least. I have to make 64 singe stitches. My hands are crying. Aww. I'm sorry. That sucks. That's actually why I haven't gotten into crocheting. Gonna be honest. I have enough like things like messing with my hands. I don't need to add to it. It's kind of like, ew. Probably not the best. Like I need to give my hands a break instead. If that makes any sense.
Resave all. The entire project.
Oh.
All complete.
Correct.
Gross.
Correct. That's okay. It's saving. Do I need to check anything in?
No.
Just let me know when I do. Because I will do so. What is this one?
Yeah, I'm not fully set up yet.
Okay. Rock duty here. Yeah, it's 4-liter hook, so it's tiny, which means the yarn is 2, so it takes even longer. Also, I can barely hear Chris. Yes. I'm sure he's getting to it soon. He is annoyed that he hit save the whole project, I guess. So it did a lot for him, apparently. I'm guessing. I do not like this rock here. Hmm. Alright, let me move this here. Oops.
No, you can.
Okay.
Of course. You don't have to check out.
Give me one sec. Alright, that's good for now. Hmm. Some interesting music that Riot has done for this one. I don't know if I'm loving it or not. So, like super retro. It's like 80s vibe. It's got an 80s vibe. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm loving this music. This one's like a little like 80s vibe, Chris.
All right. You hear me?
You hear me?
I can. Did you hear me though?
I did not.
So I'm not sure if I'm loving this one. This music. It's like got a serious like 80s vibe.
There's a couple other. I made the playlist there.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Look.
Yeah, there's a whole playlist.
If you go to our Discord.
That's
One song in the playlist. Go to Discord.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. I don't know if I love it, but we'll see.
Why?
We will see.
It's not muted. Are you muted on Discord? Like the Twitch share?
I am oddly muted there.
Oh, you're not. 200%.
Why?
Because
Because I was trying to get your volume up.
Oh. I see.
Hopefully you can hear me.
Yes.
I think all my stuff is ready. Graham, I do have your quest ready. So you know.
I don't know if Graham is there.
Randomly, your mic's like picking me up a little bit. I don't know why it was like 5 yesterday. Oh, yeah.
I will stick it closer to my mouth then. All right. What do you think? Is it feeling cool?
It's definitely fun. It's looking cool.
It's looking lived in and real. Okay.
Did you update your force yet?
I didn't. And you don't want me to check in?
Not yet.
Okie dokie. All right, is that better?
I think so.
I don't know.
Mike's acting differently than yesterday, which is very odd.
Fun.
Being able to hearing myself. There's like less.
Well, if you go into the I don't have this. Ah. If you go into the settings here, can you have like your like I don't know, like your what is it called?
It's fine for now, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Like going here. Okay. If you let me here. Why is putting your mic closer to you a better idea?
it's pointing in the direction.
Well, maybe put it back here.
Yeah.
Like away from you would be a good idea, right?
Oh, okay. Hey, we got a chatter.
Hi.
So Arcane is a classic tap target MMO, and I'll show you here. We basically grew up playing EverQuest, and eventually met on World of Warcraft. So we have been building something very reminiscent of that. I probably have to, 1 sec. And so we want like a lot of class-based kind of combat, and it's going to be slower. And I gotta get rid of my little tools here. 1 second. Smash cave testament. Yeah, you can do that. So we're obviously dual streaming. I am so weirded out by the. I know. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we can show a little build real quick. Let's just do that. So let me pull that up here. And so we're a very class-based game. Like there's a lot of classes, just like you would expect from EverQuest. We want to have a little bit more focus on like single target gameplay, along with like really good group strategies and synergies, and crowd control, like kind of systems and everything like that. And so, you know, it's a lot different. It's very different from some of the other EverQuest MMOs or newer MMOs that are trying to do EverQuest things. Like we love some of the EverQuest mentalities, but we want to kind of modernize it and see what we can do with that. We have a kind of like a really big kind of eye on classic hardcore for World of Warcraft and how it's kind of evolving and how those gameplay systems are evolving. Like we really like how careful it makes you play. You know, obviously for a more MMO, I don't think it's like one death is ever going to be the thing, but you know, it's something that we're really kind of trying to play with. Okay, there we go. And so we have been working on this project itself. Has only been around for about 2 months, but we were creators of Vertical Third, which is a gameplay architecture which we sell on the Unreal Engine marketplace, or now Fab.com. So we have our whole combat systems in. You know, we have statistics, we have a ton of different statistics here. We have inventory for your loot, for your quest, for your crafting, whole crafted systems in. Got your action or your spell book type thing. Talent system we haven't like done for this game yet, but the systems are all there. Oh yeah, I got to see it. And so but yeah, we're really trying to get that pacing of combat slow. Like we don't want it EverQuest slow, but we don't want it World of Warcraft fast type thing. So we're working on we playtest a lot at night, just because we want to really get that gameplay feel going. And a lot of our Vertical Third, we've actually implemented a lot of our designer tools. So we're able to, and like we have loot here, so I can equip some loot. This is like your typical gray loot that you'd get. It's just armor type thing. And so I'm playing Archer. Like right now, we have our classes are kind of like Warrior, Mage, Rogue, Enchanter, Healer, Archer, or Cleric for Healer is what the first healer is, and Warrior is the first tank. And so right now we're kind of just doing our kind of like, we're obviously a lot of these are some marketplace assets we're using because we're just very focused on game feel, and our art style is going to be determined later, and we want to kind of get that initial feel down for what we're creating. Yeah, make sure you turn your thing back on. It should be fine now. Not if I parkour. Parkour. Bam. Parkour wins games. Okay. It does. I'm resting. I'm resting. Yeah, so we're really doing a lot of cool stuff right now, and we're building our classes and basically taking our tools, and the tools are built, so we're just using our designer tools to implement content at this stage. So we've created some classes. We're going to be over the next like 2 weeks here. We'll be streaming pretty much every day here for a while here, and we'll be implementing quests, different classes, different combo abilities, different monsters, and right now we have kind of spread the world with pretty much just these guys as they level up and get different stats. And then there's a few pack over here that's more skeletal minions. But we do have we also have another video below that also runs through what the project's about as well, that we just recently posted like 2 days ago, 2-3 days ago. So we've kind of built out the core of what we want to share with everyone, and now we're finally launching and showing everyone what we got. I just switched to tank just to show the tank off too. That was the archer. I just showed the archer. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the group too. This is one of our basic quests. Forgot to do the quest earlier too. script lines. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta stop mining. Yeah. We don't want you to spend 2 months leveling to 60 and then you die and all that time's gone. Like that's a little rough. And like again, EverQuest had this kind of balance that it was tough, but not impossible, or you know, like even with OnlyFans right now, they're having burnout. It feels like from some of the creators because they they're having people a problem is having people actually stay at level 60 and get to level 60, and so. Yeah. Gonna add there. Yeah, but the cloud like hard classic hardcore is really showing like the environmental awareness aspect of like a skill, right? And so a little bit less on. I should be able to finish him with my buff on. Yeah, we got him. Just eat this stuff. And so that's the one big thing that I love about classic hardcore is it's not really about the most perfect rotation, right? You're not spamming your abilities in the perfect order, knowing, Giga Chad buttons to press. It's how do we do this pull? How do we play it smart? What do we do if something goes wrong? Make sure we don't get ads. Watch for pathers. Watch for patrols. Like all these things are like, that's where we really want a lot of the skill-based stuff, like game knowledge to come in. And from a death mechanic perspective, like thinking about, well, everyone wants great loot. Maybe your performance affects your loot, right? And so if you die a lot, your loot that you get is going to be worse, or something like that. Find a way to motivate the player in different ways that really make the player think on what they're doing, and not to mess around. And so there's a lot of stuff we want to experiment. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and so we're really trying to carve out our own mechanics for things, and make a different approach to a game. And like with the aggro system, there might be, like, if the mob gets stunned to a point, there's like aggro free times to attack, things like that, where as you attack as a DPS, you do have to watch your threat, you do have to manage your aggro, and you have to look for those right moments to think about when to attack, instead of just, you know, face rolling your head on the keyboard to push abilities. Or like the opposite is like EverQuest and a warrior pushed, you know, one button every 6 seconds, and that was their playstyle, right? So we're trying to find different ways to have a different combat feel. And for me, I typically play a lot of tanks, so I wanted to have a lot of like ways to reposition a monster. And so the pull obviously is huge, and being able to move them around and get them where you want them to go. But I did really enjoy New World tanks, and so obviously that's more action combat, but I want to figure out what type of feel I can get that has like a little bit of inspiration from New World tanking. Sit. I don't want to sit. I want to pull. I also really want like a lot of different styles of tanking, and so maybe you have like a lifesteal tank, maybe you have a two-hander tank, a dual tank, and like what are the different playstyles that those kind of insinuate. That feel unique, and have different pluses and minuses, for them, pros and cons for them. But yeah, we'll be having a play test in April is what we're aiming right now. And we have a tech demo for a vertical third, which uses PlayFab already, and you can play that online just right now. You can download it off the Epic Game Store. And so in April, we're going to be doing a play test for Ruins of Tearyn, effectively using PlayFab as well. So we already have kind of launched something online in the cloud with instance servers type thing, and we'll be trying to push the limits of a single zone server type thing, and we're also looking to really kind of build this with the community too, and see what their feedback is, and have those discussions around class designs and things, and feel everything out that way. Yeah, we should be fine. There's a lot of ones. Yeah. Okay. I'll pull. No. Using my damage reduction. What do you want me to take next? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think there's a huge opportunity for support classes to just have a better UX experience. And so a lot of times support classes are buffers or debuffers, and you don't really it feels boring because you don't have like receptors to show you the feedback. And like if I give you a buff that gives you a proc, usually it's only the person that sees the person that gets that buff that sees that proc going off. If that buffer was able to see your so-called scrolling combat text of your damage going off, it would feel so much more powerful. So a lot of support classes feel boring, not because they are boring, but because there's a lack of UX experience to them. And so that's what we really feel like is really going to change how at least our perspective on support classes. And so I played in EverQuest, I played a shaman, and we were kind of renowned to be big buffers that everyone loved their buffs, but sometimes there wasn't as much to do in a group situation. Yeah, they were known as like a solo duo kind of class, predominantly. In group, it's like, yeah, you can buff them all, but like once you buff, you're kind of done your job. And if you don't have a big melee group because they're a stat buffer, you don't really utilize them very well. They had debuffs to slow the monster's attacks, but like other classes could do it enough. Like the enchanter that also had mana regen and also can mesmerize and do other buffs too. So I know at the end of when like right before WoW came out, as a shaman, like it was really hard for me to get groups because this was like I can't remember. I think it was MOM or something that was coming out, but I was still doing Planes of Power content, and people would just get my buffs that last over an hour, and then they would go take out a different class that was more useful. And so that's what the type of thing I want to try and make sure we avoid. Yeah. Yeah. That was the other sit down part, is like they were a dot class, so they had damage over times, but they had a unique mechanic where their dots would do like very little damage at the start and like the bulk of their damage at the very end. But this is EverQuest time, so dots lasted like almost a minute long, 40 seconds to a minute. So in a group, things weren't lasting long enough for your dot to even do anything. And so it's like a bad mixture of combos. It was bad, like again, shamans were known to be really efficient soloers, but and duoers, it was like the shaman monk combo was really powerful. But you know, we want them to feel good in a group as well. I have one already. have shoulders too. I have shoulders. Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff to do. Did you want to go back to our game engine and start doing that work? I think it was a pretty good rundown of everything. And the one thing I could show is like we have Rogue here. Yeah, I'll just briefly show. Yeah, go for it. Good Ghost Rogue. We have some pretty basic kits in. I can just go to the target dummy and show you some of this. But we have obviously like a stealth where we won't get aggro, backstab, kick, dual wield for auto attack. It's very focused on like that gameplay experience and trying to figure out how we're going to stand out as unique compared to a lot of the other kind of indie MMOs out there. And because it's becoming more popular to start like an indie MMO. Still hard, right? But it's starting to be a genre where people are trying to innovate again. And we went through like the industry itself went through this kind of dead phase of between like was it like 2010 to maybe 2020 of like no MMOs were really being made in some way. Yes, there's Kickstarters and stuff, but we all know how that went. But a lot of it was because the kind of WoW era of MMOs, everyone was trying to copy WoW, and it just kind of flunked out. Didn't work. And then now, from like the 2020 to now, people are like, "What's a unique mechanic for that we can do for an MMO? What's something different? What's not a WoW clone? What's not a EverQuest clone? You know?" Have I not been talking this whole time? I've been muted this whole time. Wow. All right. I've been muted this whole time since I've been streaming for probably an hour now. Good go me. So I apologize, TDP. I've been talking for about an hour, and you probably haven't heard me. So, yeah. I forgot to check that, apparently. Yeah. I'm gonna jump back in the engine And I have some quests to implement, I think. No, you don't need to. Yeah, when I do a build, I'll have you check in. I'm just getting rid of the spawners that are popping me all over the world. Alright, so one of the things we are implementing is something called Prismatiscape. Something available from a creator for Unreal. And they have these really cool environment interactions. If I would actually So this world is a kind of pre-built world from the marketplace, and gameDEVbeauty's been carving out areas, and we're just using it as a template, and she's gonna make it our own. And so it feels extremely unoptimized, this pre-built world, and so we've looked into different ways to make it more interesting, more optimized.
Okay.
And there's these really cool effects we can get with virtual texturing, and it's all it's actually all 2D workflows or 2D like program code, so it's really optimized. And so we really want to get this kind of implemented throughout the world, because I feel like the world just feels so unoptimized right now. We have pretty beefy dev computers, and we're kind of struggling a little bit at times, way more than we should be, at least.
Oh, we're not like struggling. It's just like we want older computers to be fine with it.
Our stat FPS is like 30 frames, and like for polygon
It's ridiculous.
type world, that should not be the case.
Well, we haven't done any of the management for it.
Yeah, so it's like all pre-came packaged. There's probably a lot of these trees and foliage that are just really unoptimized. So and like even some of the grass is like not even placed properly. So
yeah, I have to like get rid of it all.
We're working on that. And then over here,
Okay.
I'm also putting in quests. Yesterday I put in
A Graham quest. Okay.
And so these are quest givers. Like you see on my little notepad here, it's a to-do list. We have 10 different types of quests. We have the defeat quest, or kill quest, loot quest, gather quest, crafting quest, 2 types of escort quests, spawn and follow, where something spawns and just follows you along. You got to deliver them to the location. A walk and defend quest where you actually have to follow the NPC to defend them. A defend the waves quest where you interact with an object and then waves of monsters kind of spawn. You gotta kill the waves. An explore quest where you just kind of go to some place on the map. Interact quest where you just interact with like a machinery thing. It's not loot based. And then a delivery quest. And so Graham's quest, he's basically I was working on a flight simulator game or aircraft production. What was it? Not production. What was the game genre again he called? A factory type game?
No, it's like a
for airports.
it's an airport simulator. So it's like
Simulator,
all the
yeah.
jobs that people do at airports.
And so that dealt with flight, and so we're like, okay, we'll make it about birds, flight. And so we have the burb run, and the burbs have gotten out of their cage, and we get to go collect the burbs. And so they're located in the forest. So I'll show you here. Just gonna stealth through. But when you accept the quest, you get access to be able to pick up these burbs. Let's get burb. And so I've also set these up to spawn kind of through the forest over here. So how's that quest? We had another Graham in our chat, and he was a coding background. Oh no, he did have a coding background, but he decided a crafting quest to make an epic weapon that turns out terrible. And so I have to make that a recipe to craft. And so that will be our first maybe blacksmithing recipe.
Okay. Let's see.
So let's go to our quest. Just gonna do a quick copy. Did I do? No, I did not do this. Let's get all their stuff up.
Okay.
Alright, next quest.
Alright. Oh, you can't hear me? I thought you could. No?
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yay. Okay. I think I'm gonna do... I don't think I'm gonna do that there. I am trying to find a rock that I want to use. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure. We'll see. I like this corner rock, but is it going to do what I want it to do? We'll see. We will see. Does not feel organic. I'm not going to use it. Just smoothing this out a little bit. And I will move the selection down here. So it looks like it's like hanging off, perhaps. Let's see.
I have an idea for a brilliant weapon. You must help me build it.
Oh, okay. What weapon?
Please.
What weapon?
Select. What's our mats for this? 2 ore and a wood and a mushroom. There you go.
So you said wood, mushroom, and ore. Is that right?
Yeah.
Um.
It'd be like a mushroom sport. Mushroom sword.
What story could we go with that?
Can you find these items for me? Please.
Please. I need to find item. I don't know. I don't know what to do with those items. Wood, mushroom, and ore. Could you make...
The ending message will be...
How about a mushroom house? Could you make a mushroom house?
That weapon
I don't know.
did not work out as intended.
Oh, you're making the other weapon. Got it.
Yeah,
okay. I thought you were asking me for a completely different quest. I was misunderstanding.
A crafting quest to make an epic weapon that turns out terrible, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like a mushroom sword.
No, I get that now. I just thought you were asking me about a completely different quest, and yes, like to make a very different quest. And I get it now.
Quest.
My bad.
This and
And then I'm gonna put this along here.
Those mushrooms. Sword. Gonna take 2 of those. 1 wood. And
Guess I could.
thrice of mushrooms.
See if I can place this here. Angle it some. Almost done some of this wall here, which is gonna be nice. Okay. I think I seriously find it funny what they're doing with Fang, by the way. That's still so funny.
Yeah, only thanks.
Only Fangs. That's so funny. I thought, oh my god. It's like chaotic mess.
Yeah.
Complete chaos.
Drama.
It is. It's like Bravo for Twitch. It's like Bravo for Twitch.
The tea is juicy.
Yeah, there's a lot of tea.
Alright, got the quest item made. The recipe is made. The quest is there. Craft. Experience. Do 2,000 experience for that one.
What?
Do 2,000 amazing experience for that.
see. I think I just have to finish this like area right in here, but I'm not sure if I want to touch it just yet. I do want to touch this part, but I'm not sure if I want to do this part just yet. I haven't finished what I want to put here completely yet. So I don't want to spend that time on that area when I don't know if I'm going to rocks there. Like if that's going to be like a spot I actually use or not. So we'll see. For now, I just want it to feel like ultimately like it's a space that is has like rocky walls and makes it feel more part of the terrain, more natural. And it's feeling good. And then I'll start putting some paths down a little bit and then see what I want to do with some of those spots. Actually, I'm trying to see if this would look cool right around here. Let's see. Probably won't. It's like square. It's not terrible. I don't hate it. That's why I will say okay.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's looking like pretty. It's looking pretty. I'm liking the vibe. I'm liking the vibe.
Alright. We got Gram 1, Flippy Light Hand, and Gram 2. Experimental weapon. Craft 1, the Mushroom Sword, 0.1.1. I have an idea for a brilliant weapon. You must help me build it.
Brilliant.
Can you find these items for me, please? Oh, I didn't add the crafting thing yet. So let's go to blacksmithing.
Okay, let's see. Let's grab. Let me see what this feels like over here, because it's a small area. I feel like this never works for walls, which is why I never use it. Just like fills the space with emptiness, which I don't really want. So I just have to hand build it. I know rocks aren't fun to watch, but you know, they have to get done. You know, it's a rocky situation.
Sometimes it's a rocky start to streaming. You know?
Oh, I don't care. I don't care about that, but yeah. I guess. I don't know. I don't know, Chris. I don't know about that one. I feel like mine was a little bit more, you know, on brand.
I think your yours was probably better. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, experimental metal. Craft the one thing.
It's meant I feel bad because I'm playing with rocks so much. But it's like, I just feel like it's going to make such a big statement when I actually put them there. When they're all done, they're going to look great. It's just, when are we going to be done is the question. That's the question. Is when are we going to be done? That is the question. Honestly, this goes here. Let's see. Okay. Alright, let's smooth this out because this is wrong. Let's flatten this section. Let's do that pinpoint here. Smooth it out. And flatten the area because I want it to be a seamless line. Do the strength down a bit. Oh, drink. Almaretto, come to me. Let's see.
All right.
So now I'm kind of giving like an organic kind of space around here just to make it feel more like the grass has been lived in. So it's irregular and it's not perfect. And then I will smooth out to make it not have any of these little bumps. But I want there to be an actual irregularity so that it feels organic.
Excellent. That quest is in. Let's select some loot. Excellent.
I kind of like hit it a little bit and then just get the edges here so that it doesn't ever show a print of the sort. But it gives a little bit of that irregularity, and then when the grass comes in, it won't just be sitting on like flat surface.
Okay, so we have that
Which
quest.
I
That
think
quest.
makes it look really pretty. But I do want some flat spots. Okay, let's grab some more rocks and finish this area here, and then this area, and then I don't know if I'm gonna start with like maybe this area here, but I don't know what I want to do right here for now. I want to think about camps that I can place here for actual combat. Maybe different level camps so that people can go and say, you know, back of town camp like 3, and that you know which one that is. So I want there to still be this mentality back in EQ. It's like, oh hey, I'm at Orc Camp 2. You know which one that is. People understand where you're at when you're in that zone, and that's a good location to make sure to make a game feel more like lived in. I feel like that's the one thing that's nice about MMOs. I think people like is that it's not automatically generated. It does have a memory trail, so that when you go back to that place, you actually have times, like whether it be like fun times with your friends, you decided to all like drink, and it was like, I don't know, New Year's Eve, and you all started to try to like make twinks, you know, I guess like alts they call them now. Back day it was called twinks, but no, that's another meaning, new meaning. That's not what we grew up knowing what that meant. For us, it was just like an alt that you decided to make. But I want to make sure the world feels memorable when you're like actually grouping and killing monsters. Let's see. I'm gonna put, but right now it's starting to feel at least nice. I feel like it's feeling good. I have to add grass and all that fun stuff, but it's coming along. It's coming along. So let's see. We'll go here. Middle. Flatten this just a smidge. Hey, Eris. Hey, bird.
Look at that. Good.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love that. That is so cool. Look at you.
It'll already be a little hat for a troll.
Yeah. I love that. That's awesome.
Look at my list.
That is super cool. All right, let's see. I think I want to put.
I need to take a look at
This
this.
smaller. What?
The nameplate bug. I really want to fix.
Oh, okay. Go for it. Just let me know when I have to check in. I'm hoping to finish these little areas here. It is so cold and windy today. My hands are like frozen. I'm trying to warm them up. My hands are cold. So cold. It's freezing. My hands are frozen. Ooh, I want some of those. Some cream cheese and yes. Hold on, I'm gonna take a break for a second. BRB.
Okay, so I currently have a bug, which I believe is a replication bug with max health. not be that. It should be higher. All of these should be much higher health. So I think this is a issue with net relevancy. Sure. Maybe a few, can you put some meats on a plate too? You can technically slice up the cheddar too. You could do meats and slice up the cheddar. The sliced meats. Alright. Promote. I do. I want it all. So for some reason, like this is not triggering. So I'm gonna let everything spawn, get the initial updates in. That's net relevancy going off. So did these ones work? So this one worked here. 100. And then level 2's over here. Or 115. Which is correct. And these ones that were in range at the time of spawning were also correct. Okay, so I think I know what it is. Alright. Q.
I'm like, wine for me. Okay, I am back. Got some Asian pears too. Gonna be good stuff. Alrighty, boo. I am back. I got some Asian pears. I got some mandarins, some gluten-free everything pretzel bagels chips because I have celiac disease and gluten hates me. So, oh, and wine. Yep, glass of wine. I'm ready. All right. Okay. I think I'm gonna put this one. This one here. I like this corner. I'll put it back here. And then I'm gonna shape that corner to this rock O. I kind of want it's funny that you're chewing, I think, can hear in my mic. Isn't that hilarious? Unless your mic is going. Like, that's what I think. Like, my mic is on some kind of journey today. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my mic today, but it's picking up everything. Everything known to man, it's got it. It's having a good day. I don't know why either, because honestly, it doesn't make much sense to me. Because I did not change anything at all. It just new day. Apparently that's enough. I kind of like this piece, but I don't love this one. So maybe if I actually add a little, say little as it comes out massive, a rock over here, which I think could be nice for height. And then I'll put some stuff down here to make it more fluid. Make a corner. And then I do actually like that these pop up a little bit, so it does feel like more bunched. Let's do this one here as well. Yeah, that looks okay. I don't hate that. All right. What is some of the other things I want to put in here? You know, I actually we recently moved to North Bay area, and I have to admit, like, I was really surprised this holiday. Like mandarins are like super in season, I guess. I didn't know that. Like, there's some fruits that are like in season here, but I never really saw in Southern California, in SoCal. And I kind of like wonder because why is that? Why is it that it's I have to look that up. I didn't think they were in season right now. I thought that was a more of like a summer, like fall, like early fall. But I don't know. I'm wondering, like, I thought, and I know Lunar New Year is coming up, which is nice, but it's not yet. I mean, usually isn't that like next month? I know it's the first of the year for us, but I think, don't they celebrate it in February? I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Because a lot goes on in January. I'm almost gonna look myself real quick. Let me check. When is Lunar New Year? Okay, it's a last. That's okay. So every time I think about February, it's because I feel like it's almost February. It's because it's the 29th of January. It's like the last. Yeah, I always feel like it because it's pretty much the last day of the year. I know it's later than the 1st of January, which is why I'm like, I know, like, I always buy things for Lunar New Year early, but it's usually not like till the 3rd week of January that I'm seeing things, or maybe like February 1st or something. But now I get why it's to the very end of the year. I wonder if, yeah, and then of course in last year Lunar New Year was February 10th. So in 2025, see what it says? Like, in 2024, it was February 10th. Lunar New Year. But this year, it's early. This year, it's January 29th. Yeah. I knew it was a February. Like, I swear, I was like, I thought we celebrated that February last year. I did not know it changed, so that's really good to know now. Mandarin oranges. In season. Okay, so Mandarin, I did not know. Mandarin oranges are in season from November through April every year. I knew it was like fall, like at that early fall, but apparently it's till April in North Bay. Huh. That's actually kind of cool.
The things you find out.
Yeah, and that's only in North Bay. I'm gonna try. What is it in SoCal? Yeah, October through May. They ripen depending on your atmosphere. And it's very specific ones too. So clementines, which is what we have right now, they're December through January in North Bay. That's what we have.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. but they normally are February through April in SoCal. Huh, interesting. Mother Nature's cool. Okay. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, I love plants, and I love the knowledge in general plants give me. So I like to learn about that stuff. It's fun. I'm a big horticulture fan. Mother Nature is one cool ass biage. Okay, I'm gonna move this way. I feel like this will work in this location better. I feel like it's so symmetrical. Alright. I can't wait till we actually start putting in the necromancer. I'm really looking forward to the necromancer.
Yeah, the necro's gonna be cool.
I really enjoyed playing that sometimes. Especially as a solo person. Oh, that was a great alt to have, your necromancer. My necromancer, I decided to name her Blueberry and make her a dark elf. That's what I named her in EQ. Is Blueberry.
They were one of the funnest characters to
solo. Yeah, and yeah, exactly, to like yeah, I know. See, I keep saying twink out. That's not what the word means anymore.
You get like ridiculous health. So you would just always be in there.
Yep.
Lich forms at low levels. And...
I know. I'm crazy.
You could just stick a funky tunic on them too.
Yeah. You could.
Sitting there with their lich form on.
Well, don't you know you just switch it out? You would just switch it out. The fungi tunic and your regular robe, you just switch it out. You do high int robe.
Yeah.
And then you would do like for
when you want to rest up, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a 9 int robe, a 9 int robe. And you would just you would straight up just use that, and then you'd bring your funky tunic with you and heal up so you could just siphon your own life. But it's kind of funny because like that wasn't always you know, like not everybody did that.
Yep.
Not everybody used that kind of mentality. Which was kind of funny. It's like you always knew when you had a person that was like super high level and just twink the crap out of their necro.
Yeah.
Like, oh, because what they would do is they wouldn't leave it on, right? They would hide it so that you wouldn't see that they had a funky tunic in their own possession. At least that's what my friends would do.
Why is the caster tanking better than the warrior?
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, I saw it all the time. It was like a classic move to do. Especially because they would go hunting for specific gear. And they'd be like, oh, I need that. Someone's like, well, this is my main. And they're like, oh yeah, me too. So your main has a funky tunic? Okay.
Yeah.
And they'd always wear like that 9-inch stone on their left hand. You know, it glowed like red. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I do that. I remember that.
Yep. Like, you know, in the very start. Obviously, eventually, that became an easier item to get, but it actually stayed pretty hard to get for a long time. I think it took till like, I don't know, Bazaar was there back in EQ for those items for your alt to have at like max. Is this feeling cool though? I have to still do the castle, obviously, but it's feeling fun. I'm liking it so far. It's gotta finish this little area right here. I think I might stop there and then see what I want to put in this domain, because I want to have some camps up in here. And if I need to add some terrain, I can add some panels over here. But yeah, we'll see what it is. But yeah, I think it's feeling pretty cool. Let me save real quick. And I want to put some of the houses I built over here. I built this from like modular, and I obviously made them like level instances so that they're just like you're able to click them together better. But this is feeling really fun. It's got like my spell effects going. Now obviously real time is off. There we go. Oh, sorry, let me slow this down. This is going. I have like, I'm kind of making this like the mage area where you actually go in. What is it? The Castle of Knowledge for at least this one, this specific one. And then it's got like a couple levels in it. I think 3 or 4. So this is one level here. And then I have another level down here. Obviously this is currently still open. I have to put NPCs in here still. And I have to still clutter. As I like to call it, good clutter. To good clutter it. But I think my I try to do my upbringing justice, because my dad was a architect and I was been raised around architecture most of my life, so I try to bring some of that to games every time I build worlds. But still coming together. And then I'm gonna be fixing all this grass here. I wanted to have actual simulation going in the process, so we have a cool tool that we're going to be using that is going to make the water and everything, you know, splash. When you run through the grass, it's going to feel like alive. But yeah, we have all of this working plus tons of classes right now. And for any other people out there, there is we've been working on designer tools for over 5 years. That's why we actually already have our combat systems going and things can work. Now, obviously, this is just in tool. We just have to package it, which is like in here. And this one right here, the game, we're going to go and select classes. And but this is just my editing. I'm in the editor now, and I think we're going to be doing a packaged one soon here. And you basically get to pick, you know, different classes, and these will actually have spells, but because it's in the editor, none of this is in here. But we are working on the motion to all this stuff. Like, I think he has it working over on his side, but it's not working on mine. So all of this will move when you walk through it. And it's a really cool developer that makes this. It's actually, he's really awesome. So another Unreal Engine developer. And so we're gonna, all the smoke will move, like all that kind of fun stuff. So I want to still have a stylized approach in the game, but things are gonna be moving around. Oh, I don't know how to get rid of that. Is that on your stream? Yeah, it's on your channel, Chris.
Alright, I'll figure it out.
Maybe one of our modders can deal with that. Anyways, that's what we have so far. Where am I going? Over here.
Oh shit! I did not want to do that.
What'd you do? What did you seriously just make that person a moderator? Really? You're a goof.
Yeah.
Goof. Sorry if my pretzels are loud. My mic is being extra fun today. It's picking up everything. But yeah. Put some camps through here. I think this is feeling at least good. And like I said, I'm probably gonna add a couple panels in here, but let's see. Let me just save real quick before doing so. Let's go landscape. I think it can go out here, it seems. Yeah, it can. I thought it could. I was like, what the heck?
It almost feels like because we are in a group chat, we don't have
Privileges?
it's like hiding the.
Well, maybe Eris can help. Lady Eris or Graham, if he's there.
Here we go. It's the most wildest thing. Why can't I delete this message? I banned him. Found out I banned him. I just deleted it. It's so silly. Why does it do that?
You know? Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I can do it here.
I went back to my stream and it's not showing, but
I deleted it.
okay.
You have to go onto your Twitch monitor. You can't do it on the OBS. The shared
right,
thing. You
I
can't
do.
do that. What? What'd you say?
Whenever I try and do anything at all, I can't click the message to do anything with it. It's just so strange.
Alright, let me put some brush sizes here. Mount. It's just noise. I guess you could do sculpt, but
Dom, new name, big bug.
yeah. Let's see. I am currently making some mountains up in here. I'm kind of making this town. I have to finish this little castle that's gonna be right here. It's feeling good so far. Let's see what it looks like from here. Can I see the mountains from here? Let's see. Nope. I want to make a couple a little higher. I always like try to make sure when I'm building a world of some sort that that I actually think about points where you can see it, and those are some things I really try to focus on as actual moments. Let's see. Let's try to put some up here. Back here some. And then I will be extruding those. Let's see. Start blending these in a second here. And what you can do is actually create like noise and stuff to make it more not straight. Okay. You want some ridges, and then I go and take the smooth tool just to give like a nice prettiness to it. But I try to make sure that at least you're getting like a nice view from certain spots. And then some of the other ones is changing the size. It's kind of nice little version here. I want like pointed peaks of some sort. You can do that. But it's always so funny when you see it like at the stage because it's just, it is kind of silly. And let me just drop some of these like by taking shift and just like dropping down some of these areas. But it is hilarious sometimes seeing these things. It looks so weird. But that's terrain in games. It starts out looking like this, people. It's so pretty. It's wrinkly face. I do have the strength of the tool down a bit, so it's not too insane. Otherwise, this thing, if this was like strength was really high, like it would almost like disappear. Watch. There's like no rigidities to it. It would just be like really smooth. And I'm not sure if I want that completely. I'd have to like push it up. It would just like flatten everything. I'm not sure if I really want that. I want it like down here. Let's see. I am trying to get this all de-wrinkled. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty cool MMO. I'm excited for it. We've been like building our tools for 5 years, so that's actually how we can even do this if you're curious. It's actually even like how we are able to do this at all. Because we've spent so many years building those tools that's how it's even like possible. I'm gonna put a little bit of extrudes on here. See if I get some texture that I want. Let's see. Yeah, I'm liking that. This one's still a little bit wrinkly. Let's see. Yeah, this is looking cool. And then I'm gonna probably like flatten this just a smidge. Does anybody have any like favorite classes from like either original WoW, EverQuest, Age of Conan, Lord of the Rings? Like anybody have their favorite classes? Mine would have to be Enchanter. I really loved the Enchanter. I really loved from EQ. It's called the Enchanter, and I also really loved at least for like that was my favorite. Like clerics were really fun to raid with, but I really loved enchanters and like in group formats, and just raiding, it was pretty crazy. It wasn't too much fun, I think, raiding wise. I'd have to say it wasn't the greatest raiding. Just because like everybody always sat there and just said clarity, clarity, clarity. So that wasn't really fun. And haste, but I did love playing a necromancer in like solo groups or whatever. Like if you would go off and play like your alts or that you would just deck out or something. I really enjoyed playing a necromancer. It was so fun. You just felt so incredibly powerful all by yourself, which was nuts. But I really loved playing a cleric and an enchanter in groups because it felt like really fun to be able to show kind of your own personal talent or skills, if you may. So it made it really fun to play. And WoW, I don't know what my favorite class was in WoW. I liked a little bit of a lot of different classes. But like one single class I probably didn't like absolutely love, like by itself. Like there was something about that class I'm like, ugh, I wish like it had this or this, you know, to it. That would be cool. Like I really did like the paladin when they became holy, like for horde, because I was like horde at some point, but I wasn't like a huge fan of when I had to be horde when there was only shamans. I hated playing shamans. I was not a shaman fan, so priest was kind of like my only option. And I did love mages. I do have to admit those were really fun, but I never played one at the start, but I did like later because, you know, I think at this point there's been so many expansions. I think we've all played like a little bit of everything now, and that's probably the main thing. I have to say, I think I'm gonna make this peak just a little bigger. I also try to make sure that they don't like create some weird pattern or something that's like, oh, oops. I did not make that on purpose. With these tools, it can be a little bit like that. Okay, so this one needs a little more flat. I like how this is looking. It actually kind of gives me a vibes a little bit of like the Barrens. No offense. It like this section right here makes me feel it. This one not as much, but like that little section there actually kind of makes me feel a little bit like that. Maybe I Barrens, gosh, how many hours did all of us spend in the Barrens? Dear God, that was a lot of alts. I have to admit, like lots of Baron time. Let's see, make this a little smaller. Oops. I'm hoping that in a couple weeks, obviously we've been showing some of our actual classes already implemented in here, but I'm hoping that we can show. We're trying to go through like a little more polish with some things. Whoops. Trying to go through just a little more polish with some things. Such as like our grass I was mentioning, and making sure that some things feel really nice. Like, doesn't this feel like a little bit like Barrens, Chris? Like this section right here?
Absolutely.
Right? Like, I totally feel that. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm trying to flatten some more of these and just get an idea of what I want to feel. I kind of want these a little bit mountainy. I don't want to flatten them too much, just because I don't want it to feel like it's in a desert, like in Barrens. But we'll see. We will see.
Trying to fix the nameplate bug at the moment.
I'm extruding a little bit here. Let's flatten just a... I recently went to Lake Tahoe area, and oh my god, the mountains there are freaking gorgeous. Like, holy crap. It's like, okay, I would like to be Totoro in these mountains, please. I like to live on that tree over there. I will be Totoro today. Totoro for me. I love Totoro. He's so cute. I have to say probably like my favorite Studio Ghibli film would have to be like between Spirited Away and Totoro, for sure. Neighborhood of Totoro, because I can't pick between like I still love like all the other ones. Like I love Kiki's Delivery Service just because it's so cute. Like she has her own little like, I love that little bakery shop. Dude, it's like iconic.
For me, it's like they both have such a well done world.
Yeah.
But I love Totoro, but I just hate that the last half of the movie is spent looking for May. I get it's like sister love. You know?
Oh yeah.
You know, it's more of like wanting more of the Totoro world, interacting with the Totoro world.
Right.
More cat fuss.
Yeah.
Things.
I mean, like I understand that. Like I get that.
And I feel like I enjoy the Spirited Away movie as a whole more.
I mean, like
We still have to
Still have to watch Boy and the Heron. We haven't done that one yet.
yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to. What was it? I feel like the only thing I really like, the one thing I loved about Neighborhood Toto is like, just I felt like I love how he pictured being a child, right? Like he kind of really puts you into being a kid, and like how like May would just like bite that cucumber and the snap and crunch that she would have. It was just like so cute. Like she was like, "Hey, I just picked this and I'm gonna eat it in a nice summer day by the creek," and just watched it by the creek, and it was just like so cute. Like I felt like that would be something you would dream up as a child, you know? I don't know, that's just me. I know Eris was saying the same thing. Just like,
Just get to the house or playing in the field. Being excited to move in somewhere new.
yeah,
Exploring everything.
exactly. I'm gonna lower this a little bit. No, I need to make the brush smaller. Do you have your volume up?
My volume up?
Oh, maybe it just weren't close to your mic. That sounds about right. That's about you.
Yep.
You do that all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. It's gotta put some trees on that stuff. Hmm. Let's see. remember back in EverQuest days when you could actually climb these friggin' things. You could like climb up the most steepest of mountains pretty much.
The wall.
Yeah, just go up the wall, people.
Don't
It's
die.
fine.
Wall.
No bug here. Super normal. I know, and like, wow, it was like that in like some zones, you know?
Yep.
Actually, like even in Barrens, it was like you could like go up that entire huge freaking mountain. There was like a thing up there, remember? Quest turn in or something. No, I don't like that. I'm gonna go back maybe around here. Yeah, I like that level. Okay. Let me just lower this strength here. This one a little bit. I don't want like, crunch too much of it. Yeah, I like that. That looks good from that angle. Yeah, these clementines are so good.
Yeah.
Here, try. Mm-hmm.
Yum.
I know.
Great.
Very yum.
I have to ask, are you muted on your stream? You should
I
check.
don't think so. No,
Good job. You did a good job this time.
I remembered.
Uh-huh. Because you went a whole hour without knowing that you were muted.
Yep.
So. GG. Like my mountains back here?
Mountain.
No. Really? Oh my gosh. I thought they looked like flat farming grounds. My bad. Look mountainy. Uh-huh. That would be right.
I am trying to think of how to fix this bug.
What?
Still trying to figure out
this bug.
It's so crazy. I'm having the hardest time hearing you. It's crazy. Like,
How about now?
yes.
I'll talk directly into the microphone.
Oh my god. If you could just like hear my end, I swear. Like, it's so hard to hear. And I think it's also like
What do you
these.
do? We'll figure out the microphone stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna take like
Settings,
one
right?
headset out, just maybe then I'll be able to hear you better. But I can feel like if I have like one of my headsets in, like both of them in, it's like done. I can't hear you. Which,
Those cheap little headphone things we do have to replace at some point.
well, they're just so light. I
I know.
hate all those bulky ones. I have those and I hate them. They're so heavy. Like, I hate them so much. I'm just not a huge headset fan. That's my problem, I know, but that's why I don't really like them that much. Let's think. Hmm. Sugar, you're so cute. My dog is like barking in his sleep, and it's your dog's so cute. Dogs and cats are freaking adorable. Okay. Go here. Come on, extrude for me. Need to up my pressure. Pressure's like, no, I don't want to. So what are you doing right now, Chris?
I'm trying to get this dang health nameplate bug down.
Oh.
It's because I'm implementing curves for AI,
Oh, okay.
and it's a little easier to manage files. And I think every time you play an MMO, you're like fighting this one monster, and then you fight a high-level version of that monster later on. And so it's trying to kind of implement that type of system. Because the alternative is you have a different level, or different kind of Unreal Engine asset or blueprint for all these same monster but different level. And that's kind of bad for memory down the road.
Yep.
And I'm just trying to make it a bit more dynamic.
No, I get that.
But for some reason, the nameplates don't want to do what they're supposed to be doing. The house actually updates properly, but for some reason the nameplate is not getting me correct health.
Oh.
And it's a relevancy issue, which means the first ones that spawn near you work fine. But that relevancy is things that are far away from you don't get replicated to you.
Right.
And once you get close enough, they'll start replicating to you at that point.
Yeah.
And those ones are not being set properly.
Fun.
They're not receiving the update.
Fun.
The updated health.
Sounds perfect. These are looking good. I'm gonna do one thing here. Let's do like here. And then down this area. I'm liking that. Hmm. What's she doing?
Had her set up in our bedroom
Miss
on our bed. Got her with a little bed table and everything. And then she
J.
had me, sit with her there.
Yeah.
And then made her a sandwich and got her a milk.
Mm. Mm. Actually, I kind of don't want to split through here. Curve this out. How's she doing? Oh. She just kicked Jade out. Mm-mm.
She like got mad and just posted it, and she still got mad. And when I stepped out, that's when she.
Oh, do this. That kid. She is so extra, dude. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Okay, I am gonna end the stream early just because my one-on kiddo that is super special needs is really wanting some attention. So I'm gonna go sit with her for a few minutes on the couch, and I will probably be back sooner than later. Oh, hold on. Just realized that there's an ad playing. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, I am going to end this one early. I'm going to start this one tomorrow a lot earlier just because I have a kiddo that is really wanting some attention. So, thanks for watching and continue to watch soon. Bye.